Сегодня мы окунемся в мир американского дрэг-рейсинга. Из плюсов огромных то, что сегодня потрясающая погода, очень жаркое солнце и при этом легкий ветерок. Располагается это мероприятие всего в часе езды от моего дома, что довольно редко. Это Новая Александрия в Пенсильвании. Ровно $15 000 всего призовой фонд выделен на каждый из дней, потому что мероприятие проходит 3 дня с пятницы по воскресенье включительно. Так что, я думаю, проведем мы день потрясающе и поехали посмотрим. Чтобы попасть сюда, вам нужно проехать через вот эту будку, и вам дадут вот такой вот рестбэнд. Я сейчас одену его на запястье, и вас спрашивают, вы как зритель едете или вы будете участвовать. Даже несмотря на то, что у меня совсем не машина для соревнований. И как только вы проезжаете эту будку, вы оказываетесь здесь. А вот здесь вот стоит очередь. Стоит стойкий запах жженой резины. Can you tell me something about, because I know there are a lot of different classes of these cars.
The cars run those numbers. That means that's how fast they think they're going to go, their time. So, because a lot of people have more money than others, so they can go faster than others. So it's like golf, it's a handicap. This guy here, 488, will go sooner than that guy will go over there, but not at the end, it'll be equal.
How much power do they have?
.600 horsepower.
It's very interesting.
That's my daughter.
The blue one?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
I own the track.
Oh. Nice to know you.
Thank you. I rent it out. I moved to Florida.
If it's not a secret, is it very expensive?
A race car is probably $60,000. Everything. She won. You see the W on the top? That tells you who won. After this, they go back to the regular cars. They try to keep the dragsters and the cars separated till the end. Now that's my other car. That's the guy that runs my daughter's race team. I have 3 cars. If you want to come down, you're more welcome to come see. I've owned the track for 20 years. A lot of these people have raced at this racetrack for 50 years.
Oh. Why are you here if you were in Florida now? Because of the competition?
No, because my daughter is racing here.
So
She usually races other places. So in this race, I said I'll come because this is home. I'm going to come home and watch the race. I used to travel with her all over the country. At one time, she was a world champion in 2016.
How often do they have racing? Like every weekend?
Every weekend. What's up, brother? Every weekend, all over the country.
Oh, you raced before, yes? How come? Because usually like fathers.
my brother. My brother did. He used to race here all the time. He's the one that got me to buy the racetrack. Because he loved this. So I bought it. Him and my other brother worked here. And unfortunately, he passed away. And, I keep the racetrack going. I rent it out. How do you say it? Your name?
Anastasia?
Anastasia.
Yes.
I don't want to screw that. This is where they live and stay. And this is where they put the car.
It's like the home.
This is my daughter Mia.
Hi.
Anastasia.
Hi, how are you?
She's from Russia.
Okay.
And she does different type of racing over there. Tell her how fast you've gone.
316 mile an hour.
300. Wow, it's very fast. Like,
Yes.
it's miles.
4
isn't it?
seconds.
Right, it's
4
different.
seconds. Oh yeah, you're kilometers. I don't know.
Yeah, I always need to adjust myself.
This goes up in the air. They put that car, put it up in the air, and then they put their dragsters underneath.
So 2 cars in the
Yeah,
same.
3 cars actually.
3? So like 3 floors?
Two of the skinny ones are on the floor. Come on. Come on.
Oh.
This is
Wow,
how,
it's very nice.
this is how they travel.
If you like close your eyes, you will think that you're like in an actual apartment. Yeah, it's like just usual. Cool, really cool. Why do they bark at me?
It's not you. It's not you. They just anytime somebody's new. Stella. Absolutely.
He's okay.
She will not do nothing.
Coconut. Thank you.
Can you put her or let her?
Okay, go inside. Oh, very convenient thing.
Do you want to drive it down the track?
Can I?
It was my uncle's car. And he drove it on the street like it wasn't a race car. And when he passed away, he left it to me, and I made it a race car because he loved to race. So now I get to race it.
How come you like started racing?
My dad bought this track, and I came up when I was 8. You can start racing when you're 5 years old.
Wow.
Yeah, like little cars, slower cars. And I started when I was 8, and just like fell in love with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you race only in this type of racing or something else?
I do this one, and then I race that blue car over there too.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, this car means a lot, you know. And it's fun to ride. It does a little wheelie, so it's fun to drive. Pulls the wheels up off the launch.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
So they are usually, they all the time, they don't have manual, they
It's
always...
automatic. So it shifts. This sets, you push this, and you can floor it, and it'll stay still. It won't move. And when you're ready to go, you let go of this button, and it's connected to the timer for the shifter. So when I let go, it starts the timer, and then shifts it. So you don't have to do anything.
I don't know.
So you just already like on this pedal, keeping this, and you just...
Like that, automatically shifts it, and that's it.
So you always like have scratches because like fast.
I made that flat so my finger, I can get the same spot every time on the button. Because like you can feel this one's kind of like slippery, this one has that flat spot.
These ones are for what?
This one is trans brake. These two are the same. It just depends like how I want my hand. Sometimes I have to use my hand. But this is how you go. So you push this, it's your trans brake, and you can floor it, and then it holds the car still and you let go when it's time to launch. And then this puts the pedal. It's called a bump down. So basically, if I feel like I'm late leaving, like I didn't get the best launch, I can push that button, and it'll make my launch better. But then on the other hand, if I let go and I'm like, ooh, I might be too early, because if you leave too early, you're red and you're disqualified.
Repeat again.
You probably have to go up. Final call.
For what?
Dragster. Oh, you won. Yeah.
When you leave a line, you know how sometimes people leave a line and it turns red or green? Like, you get a red light start, which means you leave too soon.
Yeah.
Okay. If I feel like, oh, I might be red here, like I might have left too soon, I can push this button and it'll slow down my reaction. So this button will slow me down and that button will speed me up.
This is like for the future or at this moment when it
Before
happens.
it leaves, yeah. The struggle with this kind of racing is, it doesn't matter how fast you go. It doesn't matter if you have the most expensive equipment. All that matters is being consistent. So running the same number every time, like within thousands of seconds, is what matters.
Did I get it correctly? If you're going faster than you like should, it's not the right to.
Right. So I guess I was gonna go 5.75 seconds. Okay. If I go 5.74 seconds, I lose because it's just that much faster. So you don't want to go faster than your prediction or you're disqualified.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you should be like exactly the
Exactly.
same.
A
Wow.
little over, yeah.
A little over, it means
slower. A little slower. So like
how?
if it's like 5.76 and I down 5.75, that's okay. But if it's 5.74, it's not okay.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
Like very.
It's very like. But then if you're racing another person who goes faster than they, and you're also faster, it's whoever is the most fast under. So like, if I'm going 575, and my guy's down 579, and I go 574, and he goes 577, we're both faster, but he's more faster, so he loses.
It's like a game.
It's all numbers. It's like math.
Yeah, like
The
math.
whole racing is math.
Okay, very interesting thing.
Yeah.
How much power does it have?
So this one is probably around 700, and that one's around 1,200, like 1,200.
Oh, thank you. How do you go inside correctly?
Yeah. So you swing your leg over, step on that.
Like that.
Do you go this way?
Ah, like that.
There you go. Yeah.
Step on the seat.
Yep, right there.
Oh,
No,
sorry.
you're fine. And then just down. Yep.
Give me your phone.
Oh, yeah, thank you. Wow. It's like in a rocket.
Yeah.
On in the plane, you know?
Yeah, that one's like a rocket.
Wow.
And that one's the same thing. Like this button does the same thing in this car. These are all the same, like car to car.
Do they have parachute?
Yeah. This one has a parachute. That's this. You pull this to pull a parachute, but
Usually you don't do this.
no, because there's so much time to slow down here. You don't really need it.
But there are tracks where you don't have time.
There's tracks, yeah. Shorter tracks.
В общем, чтобы вылезти, вот этот руль и поворачивать. Can I turn it? Is it okay? I wanted to ask if I can turn it, like by myself.
Yeah, turn it. You can turn it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Вот, его нужно повернуть, чтобы вылезти и ноги не задевали, когда вы вылезаете. А внутри ракета выглядит вот так.
The only time you ever put a number on this side, which is just confusing, I know, is if they're slower. Because it's putting the time, you're setting the timer, it does all the timing by itself. It knows that after you let go of this button, they're gonna leave, and then there's that much difference between your time and then it launches you.
You will be prepared.
But if you're the slower car, you just make them match. You make them exactly the same, so it'd be like this.
There is no point to be...
Exactly, there's no delay, there's no handicap if you're the slower car.
How do you know your time? You, like, before, I mean.
Right. So usually every morning you get like it's called like a time run. Like it's basically practice. So you make your practice run, and then you know, okay, my car's ran this, and you can kind of predict, like, okay, maybe it got hotter. Sometimes when it gets hotter, it gets slower. Like you have to know like what your car does with weather, with wind. Like there's a lot of different variables. So after your time run, you get an idea like, okay, I ran 4:51. I'm gonna dial 4:51 first round, and that's how you get your like setting.
Okay.
You got even.
It's so, you know, clean and fancy. I don't want to ruin it.
Say it again.
I mean, it's so clean and fancy, and I want to.
No, you're fine. I kick it all the time.
когда едет. Посмотрим, что там внутри.
That girl there, every car has a number. She puts it in the computer. There's a guy out in the front there, he'll say, the red car is 500, the black car is 605. So then they put it in the computer. It's Deja, she's from Russia.
Oh, how you doing?
And I told her there were some unique people up here.
That's him.
That's him.
That's him.
Oh, him?
That's you.
So they watch it on the computer.
Lou
Come on
Greco
up.
in the left lane out Edinburgh, PA. He is dialed in at 569. He is running the judge in the left lane. Paul Sushi. Sushi's running the Camaro in the right lane. Sushi's dialed in at 544. He's running in the Summit side. We are in the second round eliminator for your 15K 660 top ball. 660 Nationals. Oh, Sushi, come out of the groove, Chuck. He was red light coming on, but you ain't gonna beat Greco today. 0005. How many times have we seen doubles and triples from him today and run right on the number?
I think that's Lou's second straight trip zip.
Honest God, he's running wild today. If he don't shoot himself in the foot, he might get himself some money today, like yesterday when he took a shotgun to his toes. The 4-eye Mustang.
So there's different timing areas. This is 60 feet right here, that first orange cone. That's a timer. That next one is 330 feet. See the orange cone in the middle?
In the middle.
Yeah. And then farther, you see where the checkered flag is? That's the finish line. This race is an 1/8 mile. If you ran a 1/4 mile, the finish line is at those scoreboards where the lights are. See how fast he catches them at the end? See how fast he came up on him because of the spot? So now that you saw that, we're gonna go over there. You'll watch a guy his 60 foot. Then you'll see the next time will come up as 330 foot, and then the next one will be the. Like if they're 60 foot slowed down, like it's slower this time than the last run, that means he probably slipped a little bit. No traction, didn't go as fast. So this guy's a little faster than my daughter. He's 564, she's 575. There's some advantages of being the faster car because she has to leave before he leaves. So she gets the first chance to make a mistake, red light. First mistake, red light, loses.
Yeah, I understand.
Come on, baby. Ah, shit. Oh, she won. 577, yeah, she won.
Oh.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Что хотелось сказать. Здесь очень разношерстная публика. Здесь есть люди, у которых очень много денег. Бюджет у Мии на год – это $500 000. Самая большая гонка, которую она выиграла, призовой фонд которой, это $50 000. И надо понимать, что как бы это действительно много денег. Конечно, здесь есть классы и попроще, у которых бюджет совершенно другой, более приземленный. И это довольно интересно, потому что очень получается разношерстная компания. Сегодня было в районе 170 участников вообще во всех классах. И 50 людей, навскидку, как мне сказали, они путешествуют по штатам каждые выходные. Ну, такая как бы костяк группы. И они друг друга хорошо знают, общаются и так далее. Дрэг-рейсинг это гонка принятия решений, которые должны быть очень мгновенными и буквально должны определять твое действие прям в секунду. Здесь нужно быть не самым быстрым, а самым точным, что отличительно от других дисциплин, потому что все-таки, как правило, ты либо стараешься быть самым эффектным и быстрым, либо просто самым быстрым, либо продуманно быстрым. А здесь вот такая вот особенность, что довольно интересно. Вообще планировалось, что будет концерт, которого я не вижу и не слышу. И обычно гонка проходит дольше. Обычно гонка длится до самого вечера. В этот раз чуть поменьше участников, поэтому вот она закончилась в районе 7-8 вечера. Люди обычно приезжают на домах, вот на таких, в которых можно выразиться целая квартира.
Turn right, then turn left.
На этом желаю вам хорошего дня и прощаюсь с вами. Пока.